Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is a very different one. I've never done this before and I'm super excited to find out how this turns out. This is going to be all about how is this specific person on your mind, your love interest, your crush, your ex, whosoever it is, feeling while you're manifesting them, wanting them back. So we have 4 piles for today's reading from the left to right. The first pile is Fluorite and the Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle deck. The second pile is Lemon Jade along with the Heavenly Bodies Astrology Oracle deck. The third pile is Labradorite with the Coffee Cup Oracle. And the fourth pile is Prehnite Palm Stone along with the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most, and I'm gonna begin with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1, if you chose the Fluorite and the Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle deck, this is going to be your reading. I have a few pre-shuffle cards. I'm going to begin opening them. Your energy is, your person's energy, I would rather say, is very serious. There's a atmosphere of seriousness. I'm laughing because I think that this person, well, there's always humor. When I say something serious and I laugh, it's my own tendency. But I think that this relates with this person as well. It's almost like, well, this person also probably uses a little bit of humor or dark humor or sarcasm to hide difficult, deep feelings. And I am seeing someone rip off a band-aid and look at a very, very deep wound. Someone thinking that it would be nursed with the bandages, but someone realizing that it's something that requires a proper structure to heal a fracture, is what I'm almost picking up. So this person did not realize how deep their rejection wounds went until they met you, or they recently their feelings started resurfacing. This could be someone that you're actively manifesting, or this could be someone that you had left in your past and now you feel a re-ignition for your feelings for them, and this is very similar for them. Although more, I feel like this person had been feeling for you a lot more, like they had been feeling this for a longer time than you had. Now that you're probably feeling this, I don't know how this fits. It's almost like, maybe, so hypothetically, let's talk about maybe like 2 weeks back, you started thinking of them. They've been thinking about it since a month or 4. And I think that the energy was building up, so that now you're picking it up and there's reignition in this connection. They're probably thinking of you so much, and you think that you're the one that's manifesting them, but they're the ones that are manifesting you as well. And they've been doing this for a long time. So almost, it's, I would say, like, this is a plot twist where you think that you're manifesting them, but they had already been manifesting this version of you, which brings me to this conclusion that you're molding into their affirmations for themselves. So this person has been wanting you for a while, and now you're embodying that version of what they've been wanting. And I don't know if it's a bit difficult for you to believe, but this is the truth of this, because this has not been in any other pile. And yeah, well, and if you're wondering how do I know that, is because I don't film all the piles in the ascending order. I film them as I feel guided to, and I'm actually filming pile number 1 at the last. So that's why I know that there is no other pile, and this is kind of like a psych moment. Well, it's pretty funny. It's very interesting. I've never done the reading like this, and it's it's very interesting to know that we may be thinking that we're the ones that manifesting somebody else, but they've already been manifesting us, and your person has been desiring you for a really long time before that you even knew. And I think this person was coming in terms with their feelings and acceptance more than ever than they have. I'm hearing some bracket of 10 years. I don't know how that fits, or 1.5 years. So something has been taking place over here for the past 1.5 years or two. And there's something about a benchmark of 4 years. So you guys maybe some long outstanding soulmate connection that had its own up and downs and personal journeys, and now I see some sort of climax or some sort of conclusive moment where I'm hearing the word assignment. It's almost like maybe you guys had a contract to be fulfilled, and although I don't see a definitive answer about this being the end game, and this is a general reading, so please don't bash me up in the comments for it. But there's somewhere about another round coming around with this person. It's almost like you can't completely let them go despite your history with them because of your outstanding contract with this person, and who knows what your contract with this person is. But you have a very, very strong connection with this person. That's what I'm feeling, okay? I don't think there's anything bad with that. I think that this person serves as a very, very strong catalyst in your life, and your feelings are there for a reason. You should trust your feelings, that they are there for a reason despite who's manifesting who. If this wasn't something that was in your soul's will, you would not be conforming to what they are kind of manifesting for you, because people manifest celebrities. That doesn't mean that celebrities wake up one day and they have deep feelings for a stranger they have never seen, right? It's kind of like very, very hypothetical. So I'm going to open these cards. I'm going to open this one, upright, letting go. I'm going to open this one in reverse. We have potential. I see a love confession coming in. I'm going to take this reverse. This is like an ancestral communicative card. So this is spread your wings and fly. We are proud of you. Well, this person did something pretty shitty to you in the past. That's what I'm picking up. And they're like having to reap what they've sown. If it's like maybe your anger, maybe your skepticism, maybe you've been dating somebody else, or you were, or I think that as Mark William, this can sound, it's almost like some sort of karma is coming back. If this person tried to make you feel jealous, insecure, or make you feel like you're not good enough for them or something like that, that was a pure projection of it. And I think that you learned your lesson from it. But I think that this person is going through the same, where their own thoughts are tormenting them. So Spirit is letting this person stay in the illusion of thinking that maybe you're going to reject them, maybe you're with someone. I feel a very strong emphasis of them thinking that you're with someone, or you're going to pick somebody else, or you're involved with someone, or you're already having your own roster. I think that's their way of thinking things. I don't think that in this world everybody keeps a roster, but maybe this is the kind of a person who keeps a roster, and they're thinking that you're just playing roulette with boys and girls, and you probably wouldn't even give them any chance. And I think that the letting go and potential over here is that maybe you saw potential with them before, and they think that you've let go of it. You don't have expectations of this person. I feel like this person thinks that you think pretty shitty of them. That's what I'm feeling. I'm going to use this deck and pull out a card for how are they managing themselves in this time frame. What are they feeling? How are they managing themselves, and how are they managing their expectations, and what are they feeling? So this is how are they managing their expectations. This is lead. I'm hearing lead into gold. Alchemization. So this person is actually learning to polish themselves. This is interesting. This is an interesting spin. This person is alchemizing. I feel like their person has very strong Mercury. So they could be quite intellectual. They could be very smart. They could be a very strong manifestor as well. And I think with the lead, this is almost like alchemy. So this is someone that doesn't need a lot to grow. Okay. And I think that's one of their good traits. Every person has good and bad. And I think that their behavior towards you or towards romantic partners is not something that I can use to nullify their personal strengths, right? And I think this person has a strength of mm, making something out of nothing. And I think that if they just have pain about you, if they have disappointments about themselves and they need to forgive themselves, this person is working at becoming a better person in their own life. That's what I'm picking up over here. So there's almost like this energy that I suspect of this person trying to move forward with whatever they have in life. Um, it's confusing. Maybe they go back and forth with like whether they want to pursue this again. But I think their heart has something else to say. I'm also hearing that the heart needs more time to accept what the mind has come to terms with. There's something that this person recognizes, a little bit of stalemate within both of you, and it baffles me why they're trying to manifest you when they're still trying to let go of this connection somewhere. I will have to dive deeper into it. I'm gonna open. Okay, I had to figure out how they're feeling about you and this situation with you, right? After the lead. So they're giving me the aftermath of some sort of processing of emotions, some sort of transmutation, something negative that they were holding on related to their rejection wounds, and also the situation that had happened between the both of you. I feel a pretty good energy coming through. I think that this person's energy is pretty fickle-minded, but this person also knows what they want with you. And I'm hearing the words marriage. So this is how they feel about you. This is the sparks of light. I feel like you're like a ray of sunshine in their life. Whenever you're around, they are generally very, very happy. And I think they're reminiscing about all the times that they've spent with you and how easily you guys get along, and almost like I think that they actually would use the word soulmate. I think they would actually recognize this connection to be as one of a very deep soulmate connection in their life. Yeah, because I was hearing the words beautiful and then this card came out, which makes a lot of sense, right? There's hope for the future. That's what I pick up. It's like maybe this person was like they had festered wounds and negativity inside about maybe love specifically. Maybe this is someone that is doing pretty well in their career, and other areas of their life, friendship, family, and things like that. But in terms of their love department, I think this person was a stalemate. I think this person's love life was not really progressing. They were doing the same things over and over. And I'm picking up that maybe you want to watch pile number 4. I don't remember what it was about, but you can probably go give it a go. Or there's another pile for you if it's not 4. I think Spirit is telling me you should watch another pile. It'll give you more clarity about this. Um, if you're not interested, just don't bother, right? Like, um, sometimes overconsumption can confuse us, but it's really up to you if you want to. And I think that this person is someone that is having hope. This is fickle. This is, how do I express this spirit? I don't understand it because this is their energy. So I am not going to try to derive a conclusion out of it and give you a definitive answer that yes or no. I think that the beauty of this reading is that I just give you the truth. And if the truth is that they're confused about you, if that there's one moment that they want to be with you, but the other moment they're just not like it and they feel like it's hopeless or something like that, I'm just going to give it to you, okay? Like, however it is. And I think that over here, there's two parts of them which just don't know what to do about the situation. There's a part of them that really wants to reach out and give it another go, but there's a part of them which feels pretty lousy about the situation, feels like it's rugged, it's like, we've done this too many times and I just don't know what to do about this anymore. But then there's a part of them that recalls how good it was to be around you, but then there's a part of them that recalls the difficulties in this connection. There's no substantial future, or there's just hopes, there's daydreams and things like that. And I feel like this person doesn't want to give up on you, but they're just so confused. They're very, very confused. And I don't think that this person is making up this confusion. I think that your history demands reconsideration. I think your history really, really demands this person to reevaluate. Is it right for us to start this connection up again? Or is it good for us to just stay away? Because maybe feelings can resurface sometimes. But is it wise to rekindle this? Is it wise to begin this? Is it wise to open a door again from the past? That's what I'm picking up. And I think that channeling was so strong is just how I can place it. I can place it any other way, that there's so much confusion. And although they're manifesting you, they want you back, their heart says something else than their logic says. And I don't think this is a place where I can belittle them for thinking rationally, because certain situations do require us to really, really reconsider. Like maybe there's this same part of you which is like going back and forth, like, oh my god, and then there's a part of you which is like, okay, maybe my heart just needs a little bit more time to reconcile with what my brain has already um, concluded for the situation, right? So I see a sticky situation that is over here, and I don't think I blame the both of you, because there's a reason why this is happening. There's a reason why spirit is playing this out, and I know that our human mind really likes clarity. The brain looks for clarity and a definitive direction. And once we're finding ourselves in certain situations where there is no clarity, it's very confusing. It's almost like you know, because we want to compartmentalize things. Compartmentalizing things makes everything easy for us, and here you're not able to compartmentalize. There's no black or white, there's no yes or no. Over here there's a gray area where there's like maybe we can have this, right? I think that's where I get your situation correctly now. I think I got it, what it is. So I'm gonna clear this out. Oh wait, I think we have another message. I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have translucence, love the darkness. So there's fear about the ebb and flow of relationships, and maybe this person thinking that this relationship is very difficult. It may not um lead to longevity. I don't know how true is that, but I can sense that this comes because of the reverse, and translucence with sense says that I love the darkness. I think this person is scared of they want a guaranteed success in this connection because they're pretty scared. And I think that this person is someone that maybe is too attached to a lifestyle that they have. It could be the single lifestyle. I was talking about the roster. I don't know. But I think that this person wants a guaranteed success. It's almost like maybe this person is very scared of being alone, right? And a lot of people suffer with that. So this person's coping mechanism with that fear is almost like keeping so many people around, because you see that it doesn't, keeping so many people around is like a safety net from getting too close to one person. And getting too close to one person is because you fear that one day they leave you, and this person will only get close to you, or that's how they're seeing this. Or even if they don't understand, that's how I interpret this situation as, is that I want to know if pile number one will be my end game. Only then I'll step into this, because I just can't bear the pain of losing another person. So it's a tricky situation, okay? I feel like you may not 100% agree with me. That is completely okay. But I'm just here to interpret the energies that I see so far, right? I think there's very, very deep layers to this situation. And I, for one reason, I feel like there's a reason why this person is the way they are. I'm not saying that it's okay or justifiable, but this person also deserves to be loved by someone. This person also deserves to be cherished by someone. That's what I'm feeling over here. So I'm gonna see what do they want? Do they want this relationship? Do they want to pursue this or not? We have the Tower in upright, Scorpio energy. There's a realization that has taken place. This is a slow burn energy, okay? Queen of Swords, upright, reverse, spirit. Reverse. I flip the cards as I feel guided to. You can check that in my description box. I have put a disclaimer out for that. Upright, Ace of Cups, upright, Seven of Pentacles, upright, Hermit. So these are very strong cards. Hermit is Virgo, Seven of Cups I don't think that there's somebody else in their head. I don't think that they've invested in somebody else. I would put it like that. They may be entertaining other people right now, but I don't think that it's very strong on their end. I think that they're very guarded towards other people, and they don't even show their emotional side to other people. How though, although I think that internally this person is yawning for you. This person is feeling exactly the way you do. I think this person may be spending a little bit of time at the gym, or they think about you a lot at the gym, or they think that they wish you were there with them, not just at the gym, but I think like in person with them. Scorpio opens with Tower opens with the Scorpio. This is the spread, and first card defines the whole thing. So I think that their feelings have taken them aback. They're still coming to terms with them. I think that this person finds it relatively difficult to allow themselves to submerge in these feelings that they have. It's almost like the Tower is over here, and then there's the Ace of Cups in the middle of it. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is almost like this person is so judgmental of themselves right now. Ah, I think because I'm not in your situation, that's why I feel really compassionate for this person. I think that if I were you or them, I think I wouldn't feel this way, because third person, it's relatively easy to feel love for someone when you're not there. Do you know what I mean? And I feel really, really sad for this person, because they just can't seem to see themselves the way I see them, or you see them even. And I think that with the Seven of Pentacles, this person really wants to invest more, but there's a process that they're really having to go through. It's almost like spirit has put a halt in their way. They're like, you're not approaching this baby of mine till the time you clean up your act, and you're also my baby, but you just gotta really clean up your act. I think this person may be an overachiever in other areas of their life, but what spirit wants this person to be loved. They want to bring in the right person for them, and I think that this person has invested crumbs of their heart here and there, and they feel like here they can invest fully of themselves. But there's this huge ass fear that what if pile number one just walks out on me, or if it doesn't work out, because I've been around with people that it has not worked out with. That's what they're really scared about. Ace of Pentacles. I see nobody but you. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, baby. What does he say? I really don't remember the lyrics, but it's an amazing song. I think Ernest, Weekend. Love, 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 love that song. So I'm gonna pull out a few conclusive cards for your reading. We still have these. Upright. This is Nas, feel loved and proud. See, I'm telling you, you know what? This person is very, very deep in their shadow, and this is what they have to be, and there's nothing wrong with they have to go through the darkness to find the light. And I think this person relatively does understand that they have to take this plunge and let go of this lifestyle. They have to redefine their worth and their parameters, and this is a very difficult process, okay? And that's probably why I feel bad for them, because I have also been through various cycles where you have to push your own bounds and see yourself from a different light, and a lot of times you have to really face your own flaws, your own mistakes, your own lessons, your own rugged path that you've been through. And it's almost like I'm getting like this person has been wearing a set of clothes for over time, and they've like gone through wear and tear, and now they've got holes and everything, and there's a new pair of clothes kept on the side where this person can take that, but it looks expensive. It looks like they will have to, like how you have to wear shoes so that it opens a little bit. um it's almost like this person fears stepping into those brand new clothes because they seem expensive, and they are not expensive. This person can afford them. This person just doesn't have the courage to make that expenditure. This person is so much in fear that what if I wear these clothes and they just, it's almost like this person feels like they are not fit for this. I'm seeing them wearing those clothes, and then they feel like they're very itchy, they're not like mine. But it's almost like this person just needs to sit in that new version of themselves for a little while, which means that they need to assess this part of them that feels proud and being loved. This says Nas feel proud and loved, and it's almost as like loved by someone They want to feel proud. Like they're safer in imagining that they're loved in fantasies by you. And this person is a lover boy at heart or a lover girl at heart. And they actually have daydreams about sitting with their friends and you there, and them taking care of you and you taking care of them, and them taking you out on lavish dates. Or like, I'm literally seeing like a girl feed a guy grapes, and this person is just like, oh, you're the best thing in my life. Like there's just these fantasies of being very gooey. Like I think this is when in the fantasies they're able to really bring out their authentic self, which is probably a hopeful romantic. I really want to change this from hopeless. I really like to call a hopeful romantic, because romance does exist in this world, and it's only a matter of fact. It's only a matter of time till the time we actually start believing that we're worthy of that love, right? And I'm going to read the shadow of this addict. Compromises integrity, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So this person has so much shame for the way that they still treat themselves. If this person keeps going back to their hookup game or their flings and all sorts of lifestyle like that, or they keep doing that again and again, it's almost like this person feels shame now that they do it. They feel shame because there's a part of their soul that's screaming for more. There's a part of their soul that is ready to be loved. There's a part, it's almost like there's this timer going off. Your spirit just knows when it's time to move ahead in life and give up a lifestyle. And I think that this person is like feeling the screams of it. They're feeling this nudge inside. And I think that this person still is fighting that. And I feel like this person may come through. That's what I feel, because this is not something that they're doing just for you. There's a lot of, one thing I'm going to be very real about it. This reading is not about you. I think maybe you can tell, right? Because this reading is not about you. This is more about them and how they're feeling about this situation. And how they're feeling is that they're struggling. Yes, they're struggling. They may struggle a couple of times more. And that is nothing that you can do about it. This is their journey. And you can't possibly make it about yourself. I know that you care about them, you want to be with them, but this is their moment, like in their own life. This is a personal moment. And they may fall, they may trip, but they will learn. They will learn every time that they try to quit this. And there's a part of them that generally wants to, and this is a part of their dharma that they probably will overcome whenever they do. It's not based off the timelines that we want to decide for this person. It will happen when it happens for them, right? So I'm going to pull out a few cards to conclude your reading from my own self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading, you can find my email down below. So we have, I stay silent because I don't feel like I'm ready. I'm working on healing. Affirmative, I feel the same way about this person. I regret pushing your way. I don't intend to self-sabotage. It feels safer in silence. I don't think they will reach out relatively quicker than other piles or something like that, because I feel like this person is someone that is still pretty hermit. I need more time. I'm going to be very honest. I'm wanting to come out of isolation. I've worked hard on my healing. There's a tug of war. Should I come? 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 Should I come or not? Should I come or should I come not? It's almost like, because there's this tug of war. Your confidence intimidates me. It gets me to a place of insecurity and defensiveness. This person feels defensive because whenever they look at you, whenever they stalk your social media, whenever they think of you, they start feeling inadequate, and then they become defensive towards you. And that's when they don't want to come towards you, because they feel like you're just, as it is, going to reject me. But this person is going through an ego sublimation, and that is helping them balance their intuitive knowingness and their logical mind. And that's where this urge is coming in to be like, I think it's time to give up this lifestyle, man. It's time to like grow. And I think that this person, if they're doing pretty well in their career and other areas, they feel like this is one area that they're lacking, and this is one area that they should focus upon in terms of personal growth and achievements. I feel like this person, like their authentic truth is that they're a lover boy, lover girl. I am aroused by the thought of having you near me. I just want us to be together. I want you to be mine forever. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the lemon jade, this is going to be your reading, and the heavenly bodies astrology tarot deck. So how is this person feeling while you're manifesting them back into your life is what I am hearing. Okay, we have 2 important cards is what I heard. This is how they feel about you, and this is how they feel about themselves is what I'm picking up. We have Saturn for in the way that they're feeling about you, and house 1 about the way that they're feeling about themselves. And this is not very ironic that we have first house. First house is related to the way that we view ourselves. It is very close to the sun energy. And this Saturn, of course, I'm hearing arbitrary. I wonder if there's some sort of conflict resolution that needs to take place between the both of you. And if there's nothing that was such as quote unquote like a conflict, there's something where both of you need to meet eye to eye for this person to move forward with you in their life. And I'm hearing in their life could be that I feel I'm placing my bets on the fact that there's something that is a deal breaker for you having this person around, and that can completely change the narrative of the story as to if this person wants to move forward with you or not. And I think that it's somewhere where I see the divine placing this in your hands, and free will at the very least. I'm hearing that the ball is in your court. And this person is someone that has been working on themselves in terms of wanting to renew this relationship with you. I think that this person has had you around, and this person took you a little bit lightly. Either it was that their feelings had not developed at that time to realize that they really, really want you around, or it could be that this person just, I think that they didn't realize their, your importance in their life. That's what I'm mainly feeling over here. I don't think it was about feelings. Feelings could be that this person was majorly in denial about how much do they want you and how much do they love you or feel for you. It's almost like there was a small seed planted, or there was always this connection that was not fully grown or explored, and at this point this person craves your presence in their life. And with Saturn, I think this person is learning something hard about this situation. It says feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. I am being drawn to the word patience, and over here I am being drawn towards the word individuality. So this could really, really narrow it down to the fact that this person has to make a decision whether they're going to open themselves up to you or not. I'm hearing from Spirit what would be the future outcome. I don't really do that, but I'm going to give that to you. And if it's not something that you like, how do I put this in a very, very sophisticated manner? Please don't bash me up in the comments for it. Like, this is a general reading. It's for entertainment purposes. So I hope we keep it a little bit civil, right? We have 3 cards. I'm going to shuffle again. I'm seeing the sun. I think that the outcome that they want is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing some sort of realization has taken place on their end. What would be the outcome? So we have 2 cards. Opposition, imbalance, point of tension, a power struggle. That happens when 2 people don't feel vulnerable and safe within each other's presence, or they're not able to build that. Vulnerability is something I do agree in the first place is something that comes naturally. You don't always feel vulnerable with someone, but when it's a pre-existing connection, if it's almost like where there's a will, there's a way. If both people want to reconnect, rebuild the relationship, I think there's nothing that can stop 2 people from working at a relationship again. um and over here, house 11, friends, like-minded groups, humanitarian beliefs. Huh. I think most likely outcome is some sort of reconciliation that would result in giving this connection an attempt. That's what Spirit is telling me, that this connection is moving forward. I'm picking up on November, December. That could be significant. And I think that there's somewhere where with house, I'm picking up a strong Scorpio and Taurus, Capricorn. Scorpio is very, very strong over here. So it's almost like this person is going to go through their own set of challenges, spiritual growth, which enables this person to become a better version of themselves. This will be apart from you. This will be without you. That's what I'm picking up. I want to take this card in the reverse. We have movement into balance. I want to take one of these. I'm going to take this one upright. Hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. And spirituality more. I'm going to take this one. This is a message from the heavens. So this is like ancestral guidance. I'm hearing that this is the guidance that this person is receiving about you right now. We will assist you in helping the important people in your life. Use love. Giraffe, almost the way that these giraffes are looking at the, I guess, camera, unless this is animated. I don't know. Can't really tell much. It's almost giving somewhat like this person is really, really stalking you, keeping a track of everything you're doing. And they're telling me that this is almost like spirit is communicating, the universe is communicating with this person, that this universe is helping this person acknowledge how important you are to them, the importance of this connection. I feel like if you have history, if you were childhood, college, school friends or something like that, or if you know, I'm even picking up on tuition or academy or some sort of sport, like you guys have been in each other's life for a really long time. I don't think that this was a very someone that manually came into your life, through the internet or some sort of thing like that. I don't see that happening. I think that this was someone that seamlessly came into your life, in your physical realm. It's almost like I feel like this person started showing up in your life. It's almost like you started manifesting each other, or this is something that came in. I feel like this person wanted a relationship. I think this person started craving a relationship despite the blockages that they have, maybe to vulnerability, and I think that's a little bit mirrored in you. That doesn't mean that this person is somebody that you called in because you're as blocked as it is. I think there's a very fine line between a mirror and maybe someone that shows what's kind of like oppressed in you a little bit. Maybe there's a fear of vulnerability within you as well, because I think that that is a very common theme in your reading. And I don't think, if I'm being very honest, I don't think that vulnerability over here is a very big deal. I think it's about the decision. I think it's about a choice to love each other every day through the thick and thin. I think that's what is over here, because this connection makes me feel like there's potential for you to end up with each other, or there's potential for this to be a very concrete or maybe a long-term relationship. That's what I pick up. There's potential over here. Again, that's why I keep saying where there's a will, there's a way. It's not just dependent on you. It takes two to tango, and this person has to also make that choice. You can't force somebody to do that. And I think that this probably triggers a fear of abandonment. They kind of feel like, what if you one day just wake up and you don't want to be with them, or you find out that they're not perfect, quote unquote. This person may have this fear of letting people see them because they're not perfect. They have skeletons in their closet, skeletons that even they refuse to acknowledge. And with movement in balance, this is almost like, you have to open yourself to receive. And I think this person somewhere, pile number 2, if I'm being very honest, while you're away, this person is craving your intimate touch. And it's not a touch where I feel like it's lustful. I feel like it's someone who wants to be held. Of course, there's the act of pleasure involved in this, but there's somewhere where this person wants to be comforted by you through the touch of you. They want to be held by you. They want to be caressed by you. They want to be touched. It's like they want to feel close to you. and they want you to be physically close to them. They want to genuinely touch you. They want to feel that warmth through you. Maybe it's been a really long time they've seen you in person, or they've hugged you, or they've just kissed you, or they've just held you. Honestly, I feel this need that this person wants to really hold you, and they want to feel safe. It's almost like when they do that, they feel safe, they feel almost like comforted, they feel very comforted. And this is something that this person may have been lacking in their life. That's the reason why they want relationships, because I'm hearing wham bam thank you ma'am is not serving them anymore. They've kind of outgrown, or the fun of it is overly utilized in their life at this point. They've probably, I feel like somewhere this person may have outgrown this single livelihood, and maybe there's just attachment to that, because now they recognize that they've outgrown that lifestyle. They want something more meaningful, and a part of it is instilled by you, but I'm not going to give you all the credit for it. And I don't even think that this is something that requires credit. I think that every person reaches a point in their life where they're finally done and dusted with the phase, and I think that stepping into a newer life or a new lifestyle is can be definitely scary, because it requires, um, assassinating newer devils that reach you in newer levels. And I think that this person is someone that is definitely opening themselves up to love just naturally. This is just a natural process, which I think that you should be happy about, because the burden of pressure is not on you to wait or mother someone or pick up a new project, teach them that they deserve love. You know what I mean? I think that this is a fairly, I guess, in their state and you're wanting them, I think this is a good report, because it's like this person themselves wants to get out of this phase in their life where they're, like rugged. I feel like this person is really like, what's that word? Wear and tear. That's what I'm hearing. Wear and tear. It's like their whole life, they've overutilized that in some way. And maybe if it was about flings and all sorts of things like that, they're not getting pleasure out of it. It's like, I'm seeing a hole in the soul. That's what I'm seeing. There's a card that I'm picking up from another oracle deck, which is not here. And I'm seeing that card. It's like a hole in the soul. This person realized that they were using that lifestyle to fill a void, which is not serving them anymore. And of course, I think that a transition like that is not always seamless, like we see in movies and we romanticize it. Like one day a playboy just wakes up, or a playgirl just wakes up, and the next day they just want to commit. I think that there's a back and forth process that goes into this, where a person learns fully what they deserve, and I think that that's when they start acting according to it. And I think this person is still learning how they view themselves. I think that there's change, and a lot of their I would say one thing, that the values that you share, that you want to be maybe in a conventional relationship, marriage, kids, white picket fence, or just a long-term relationship, or you want to settle down in a few years or maybe coming time. I think that this person shares that. Definitely they want that. They do have that mentally, but on an emotional level, they're not able to practice that. So that is probably the opposition in which this person views themselves. And I think that they don't, and I think the main crux of this situation is that they don't see themselves as worthy of being in a relationship. But the whole change is happening where this person is changing in terms of what they think they deserve, and they're opening themselves up to this. I think that when a person is too involved in one night stands or hookups or things like that, they just have this very concrete mindset that I am not worthy, or this is the best I can do, or this is easy for me right now, where there's layers to that. There's layers to that. And I think that this person is penetrating, reaching the core of that thought pattern, and realizing that I don't think that I deserve someone to be there for me. That's what this person is navigating their way through. And I think that that's the reason, majoritarily, why you are probably being guided to let this person be right now, because there's a lot of baggage that they have to clear up. And when I say baggage, it's almost like we hold this underlying connotation of perfectionism, that I have to clear up my baggage. And we read a lot about the fact that we don't have to be perfect to enter a relationship. We can't be 100% healed, but we kind of brush off the fact that at different points in our life we will have different baggages. Something that we may leave behind right now will be something that maybe returns, or we'll have different type of baggage later on, and everybody will have baggage in their lives. And you want to look for someone that you can not just share that baggage with, but helps you relieve that pain as well. It's not their burden, but they do help you a little bit. And I think that that is the kind of care that this person feels like they won't have. It's kind of like a little bit of hyper independence, which I feel like is mirrored in you as well. And I just want to tell you that this is nothing that you can't overcome. This is something that will come in you once you definitely recognize people that you feel more happy around, feel more natural around, feel like your inner child comes alive around them, and give them a definitive chance to let them in your life. That's what you need to do. And that is the difficult part, is to give them the chance. And that's what probably this person has also struggled with, and could be you, I'm not sure. But with the hex, be still and now the enemies to reveal themselves, this is about self-accountability, because I think that this person may also have seen certain ways in which you both have had a little bit of tiff, and you have also maybe been disrespectful or something like that. But there's almost like this person questioning, am I brave enough to face myself first? And I think the answer is yes. I think that this person is already embarking on this pathway of trying to figure out what is it that they can do to relieve themselves of their own pain, of whatever they've been through. Because I think that it's very easy to sit and shame. Oh, we have a flipper. Gemini. Curiosity, intellect, networking. This straight up gives me intellectualizing and hyper independence. Oh no, I can't do that because this person doesn't seem like they're too emotionally available or something like that. I don't know if you both do that. You underestimate other people and their capability to show up for you. You kind of have this, I wouldn't call it superiority, but I kind of feel like you have just overconfidence about the fact that you are the one that can only take care of yourself. Well, I agree, and that is a very good quality to have, that you can fulfill yourself. But in a world of interdependence, in a world of being human, your experience as a spiritual person, quote unquote, doesn't just lie in self-love, self-love, self-love. Deny yourself of your biological needs and your diversity of interdependence, companionship, being a belongingness is the biggest thing that all of us crave. Why are you looking for a person to be in a relationship with? It's because you want to belong to someone. You want to know that there's somewhere you can go home to, whether it's to a family unit, whether it's to a couple of friends, whether it's to your own person, whether it's to create offsprings of your own self. There are certain things that are embedded in a DNA, such as wanting to create a legacy for yourself, wanting to, legacy in terms of, can be generational wealth, can be definitely creating children with someone that you want to have offsprings or a legacy with. There's all sorts of things like that which are embedded in the human DNA, and I think that overlooking that is just a recipe for an unsatisfied life. I think sometimes maybe this person gets a little bit ahead of themselves. They think that they know best, but I think life is humbling them, and not in a bitter sense, but I think it's a bitter experience for them, realizing that they can actually have it all with you. It just really depends on the type of person that you're really going for. Pile number 2, it really depends on what are you aiming for, and if current lifestyle is not really supporting where you can be happy, because happiness varies at different points in our life. We need to switch things up once in a while, right? And I think this person feels the need to switch things up for themselves. So I'm going to pull out a few tarot cards to see how are they feeling, considering the whole philosophical talk we've had about life and love. I'm hearing there's something about her, je ne sais quoi. I think this person is definitely seeing you in a newer light this time around. Like, I think that sometimes we have to have that perception to actually recognize someone's worth. And if this person couldn't see that before, it's not just as A, B, C, D that they couldn't see their worth. It's because maybe there's a part of the universe that was hiding your value from this person before. And you had to grow and mature in your own manner before you can discern whether this is the right person for me or not, or is this person in the right headspace for me or not. Did you see there's a big difference in that as well? Somebody can be your soulmate, can be your twin flame, can be whatever labels you'd like to put on it, XYZ. I think that it just indefinitely points out to a deep connection that you feel with someone and you desire and you want to be with them. But I think that there's a little bit of assessment that requires when you see that, is it the right time for us? Is this person in the right headspace for me? Because I told you that this person does have the same kind of values that you share on a mindful level, but I think the implementation of it being that sturdy is a very different thing, right? Somebody can want you, somebody can love you, somebody can care for you, but they have to be that sturdy, stable presence in your life for you to have peace of mind, for you to feel safe around them. So how do they feel? So we have the Knight of Wands, Temperance in reverse, Chariot, Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Empress in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse. So I see Sagittarius, Cancer, Taurus, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Okay, they're telling me that's enough. I see the Knight of Cups. Oh, this is the Page of Cups and the Nine of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. I think the underlying core energy of this person is, well, I'm pretty closed off right now. I can understand everything, but I don't feel quite ready to open up to you as of now. I'm very scared. I'm hearing I'm batshit scared of that, and I think that's their issue. That's their problem to deal with. You can't knock too many times on a door for it to open, right? It has to open for you. So with the Knight of Wands, I feel like this person has so much passion for you. I think that they've always led this connection with passion. They've not really thought about it in the long term frenzy of it all. And I think with the Empress in reverse, I think that there's a big understanding, realization, epiphany, whatever you'd like to call it, big reveal. That's like I've always approached them in terms of passion, because I didn't think that I deserved them. I didn't think that I deserved their love, and I've always recognized their warmth. I've always felt that warmth, but I understand with the Empress in reverse, I've always pushed them away. Whenever they've been nice to me, whenever they've been loving to me, whenever they've been mothering or nurturing, I have always pushed them away because I don't think that I deserve that love. It's not even about them, it's just about me and the way I feel about myself. Temperance in reverse with the Six of Swords is almost like I run away whenever I feel overwhelmed, when I feel out of balance, and when somebody is giving me love, I kind of feel like I just don't want it. It's overwhelming, and some part of them feels like they owe the other person love. If they've given them love, they feel under debt. So this is something that generally comes from our childhood. This is something that is understood when maybe you have parents that treat love as very conditional or transactional. So it's almost like you are probably, this really occurs when you are parentified, like when you have parents that are not emotionally completely yoked, and when you reach maybe a teenage age or teenage level or something, like probably like around, maybe I'm picking up 12 to 17 years old. So when you're in that your own adolescent phase and something like that, your parents start having this little bit of tug of war with you, like because their own inner child is fighting with you, and then you are still growing. So there's somewhere where the parents forget that they're the parents, and in some shape or form, in some situation, it kind of comes out like, I did that for you, so you're supposed to do that for me, or I sacrificed my life for you and you're supposed to do that for me, or I had you when I was 18 and now you're, it's almost like that child is reaching that age, so they expect the child to also start acting like somewhat of their parent, or almost like regulate their emotions that they don't understand completely, because because the body is emotionally stunted at that point, right? So somewhere in this twisted manner, I think that if you read a little bit more about it, you'll be able to understand what I am saying. Coming back to this person, I think that that's why they feel like they're in debt of love, and they don't like to do that. They feel like the other person is just after them for some sort of transaction um they will try to use later on, or they owe somebody. And love doesn't feel free, love feels a little bit controlling, and that's something that they probably attract a lot of people. But I think that this person has reached a specific point in their life where there's substantial growth taken place, and growth comes in when you have certain awareness. It's almost like this person has unlocked a new level of consciousness about themselves. It doesn't mean that they're behind you, or they're ahead you. It's just their journey, and that's how I would place it. They may have learned something before you, that you're probably learning right now, and you may have learned something before them that they're learning right now, right? It's not a competition. And I think that this is almost like this person sees you from a little bit of leveled up feel, like plain feel, like you're above them, or you're somewhere, with the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Chariot. Moving forward, I think that their biggest blockage is how terrifying it feels to come and approach you with this thought pattern, or just try to reunite with you, or just even, I think that their way of reuniting with you, or just bringing themselves back to you, is going to be with a hey, what's up, or something like that, or just trying to reunite with you, where it feels very scary, because it feels like, this person wants to work with you, but they're kind of scared, like, what if you just reject them? It would kind of like, they feel like it would put them back into this place of one night stands or hookups, or just these flings. It's almost like this person feels like the courage that they're building because they feel this with you, and they want a legacy with you. That's why I was getting the word legacy. The 10 of Pentacles stands for that. It's almost like if they end up getting disappointed by you, because with the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone that you may seem like you're financially pretty wealthy, or you're stable, or you know how to take care of yourself. With the Queen of Wands, this is someone that's very, very pretty. This is also someone that's pretty tempting, pretty hot and tempting. So this is like, this person kind of like still feels like, well, I would be devastated or something, because it's requiring them, and there's no guarantee over here. So this, like, it's like a big plunge that the universe is asking them to take, and you may be like, oh, just come to me, just come to mama. But this person is not feeling like that, because I think that you're being very mysterious about the way that you are. I think that through tarot readings and divination tools, or some sort of maybe psychic gift, I don't know what you're doing, you have insight into this person as much as they don't, and you're seeing them come from miles. I think this person will come to you, but I'm really not sure how this pans out, right? I think this is a momentarily energy, and that's just all I'm going to be able to give you, right? So I'm going to flip this card. We have Shapeshifter. I'm going to read the shadow attribute for this person: projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. I think this person may have really, really hurt you in the past, or betrayed you is the word that I'm also getting. I'm getting the word disappointment, that you don't see them the same way, because this person had ulterior motives in the past when they were connecting with you. And I think that now it's a very different situation, because now the universe has revealed your true colors to this person, and I think in the best connotation. Like, there's something magical about you, there's something very motherly. And I think that for a woman, or even for a man, I think that's a very good compliment. It means that your heart is open to love. Again, I don't know why I feel the need to say that it's not a competition. It's not a competition with other people. It's not a competition with this person. It's not a competition in the sense that even with your past self, I think that you compare too much. And if I had one thing to solve a riddle of that, a riddle of yours, with some sort of key or wisdom gem that I'd have, is that you need to learn to accept yourself in the moment, because I think that you keep looking back to see how far you've come, and that's a very good thing. But I think it's because it stems, and if you really think about it, why you're not satisfied, why you can't see how accomplished you are in this Queen of Pentacles, man or a woman, is because you don't feel like you're ever doing enough, and you need to learn to let yourself recognize that you are enough. So you may feel a little bit baffled as to this person seeing you a little bit up than them. And I think that they may feel that, you're out of their league. But I think that in certain areas of your life, when you look at them, you feel like they're also out of your league. And I don't think there's necessarily anything like out of leagues, but I think it's just the way that we view ourselves. And then if we view ourselves a little bit lesser than someone, then automatically they go up level, right? So that's what I'm picking up over here. So I am going to use my self-curated oracle deck to pull out a few cards for you. So I just got a card from a different deck, which is You're Intoxicating. I feel like definitely, I'm not gonna lie, there's insane amount of passion, but what I see in this passion is not just sensuality but comfort. Some people, it's not even some people, like a physical touch is a love language, and from moment to moment you need all five love languages. Maybe in a lesser proportion to other, the ratio can be here and there, but this person is craving physical touch from you. This person is just, I feel like, when there's love involved, I think the act of physical intimacy can be very overwhelming yet soothing. I think, that's what I feel over here, and that's the energy that I'm getting. So we have, I don't understand how I recognize you from before. I can feel it in my bones. So that is a confirmation for the connection that they're feeling with you. Thank you, Spirit. Nobody could take your place. I admire you for who you are. I don't regret, I regret pushing you away. I don't intend to self-sabotage. It feels safer in silence. I'm currently very unsure about how to make this better. I'm hearing that this person is learning to forgive themselves for the past. I'm working on taking responsibility towards our union. I'm working on my shortcomings. So this person is working on something in themselves. I told you. I feel like it's really about opening their heart to receive. And I think there is someone that is myself has struggled with opening myself up to receiving love. It's a very haunting process because I think that it relatively requires a lot of strength to look at that part of you that maybe has been abused in different manners and has internalized that abuse as a direct implication of their worth, right? And when you're doing that work, you have to revisit all those painful memories that somewhat, and mind you, you have to have that maybe memory of those things, and if you don't, it's just something that doesn't mentally make sense, but your body physically feels disgust about yourself, right? So trauma is a very, very complicated thing, given that the minds are furthermore complicated, and sometimes the body just suppresses why you feel the way you do. You don't have a recollection of why and where did you get that feeling from and what did you internalize. But I think that when you start opening yourself up to love, it will make you question a lot of things about yourself. It will make you revisit certain memories that made you feel like you were unlovable, right? And dealing with parental trauma is a whole different league, right? So there's a lot over here. Pile number 2, I think that you don't have to do much but just be compassionate for someone that you love and yourself, right? So pile number 2, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Labradorite, this is going to be your reading along with the Coffee Cup Oracle. So we're going to dive deep into how is this person feeling while you're manifesting them. I also hear that there are certain blessings coming in for you, especially if it's about money. There's some sort of transaction. I'm picking up if you're into the healing business. That is very specific. Apart from that, whatever your job is, there's some sort of, it's like there's exchange for money, right? In the whole world, you provide some good or some service, and that's how you make money. So there's some sort of I see a lot of energy going out whether it's your hard work, whether it's through you, there's some sort of exchange that a balance of scale needs to happen, or will happen, I'd rather say. So this is in terms of karma. So there's some sort of service, or there's some sort of thing that you've been doing. It could also talk about charity or helping the needy. There's something that you've done. It could also be just out of your goodwill, or it doesn't have to always be that it's a good deed. It just means that you've been applying your due diligence in some sort of maybe entrepreneurial success, or some sort of creative talent, or even just your day-to-day job. There's something that will come back to you. That's what I'm picking up. This could also be, if you can't really put your finger on it, there's something that key, lock, unlock, there's something that is coming back. It's your blessing, it's your good karma. So you're getting returns for what you have invested or put out there, basically. It could also just be good vibes. So over here we have key. I think that this person, whoever they are, you can take a closer look at the picture. This is someone who thinks that, I think that in a very romanticized form, I can pick up that they think that you have the key to their heart. But I also feel like this is this person recognizes, I'm hearing the words delightful, how well they get along with you, how good they feel about you, and when they think about you. I also feel like this person thinks that it's too perfect, like it's too good to be true. And whether this relationship could work out. So it's almost like this person is standing at two doors, and they have a key to the door that leads them to you. The door that they have been previously using is almost like standing at a crossroads, okay? Just imagine in your head that there's somebody standing at a crossroad, and there are two doors, and one door is always unlocked and the other one requires a key. And that key requires a specific way to be opened. And that is something that you have to put your intelligence to use. And I'm hearing the word specifically self-love. So it almost kind of makes me feel like this person has to level up their game in terms of what they think they deserve, what they want for themselves. It's all about quality of life and the enrichment of intimacy in life. So they could be someone that understands the importance of love, intimacy, and genuine relationships, but understanding and the applicability or the embodiment of it is very different when you have certain fears that stop you from. This is almost why I never use this candle, because it always leaks. It always leaks. Yeah. So where was I? Just like I think we were talking about imagining, and I think that this person understands general relationships. But if you are someone that has fears, that that just announce this, they feel scared of trusting another person and feeling like it's safe to be in a relationship. And I think that their experience has been poor in terms of, I think this person has given a lot in their past. There's almost like there's this villain era that a person enters into. It's like there's a point in which this person probably just flipped, and they were like, I don't want to be this lovey-dovey person anymore, because it really has costed me my self-respect and my dignity. I never knew how to stop. And I think that this person is recalling a past where they have probably given to you a lot, or they have given to other people. I'm hearing it's not about you. However this person is feeling about relationships and commitment, I see a difference coming in this person. I see an epiphany happening. I see that, on the other hand, I think you are someone that's giving this person space, or you are healthily detached. Now, whatever it is, I am not sure how you're moving about this, but I am picking up from spirit that you're somewhat, detached from maybe the outcome. Maybe you don't really believe that this can take place, so you're just keeping it all to yourself. I think you're really communicating with this person on a 5D level that's in your dream state, or there's almost like maybe this bond where there's an intuitive exchange happening, and we all are energetic and psychic beings. So this person is picking up a little bit of relentlessness on your standards, that you're not willing to depreciate your value to just be around them and give up on what you want. I also feel like there's this feminine essence to this connection, where there's a lot of softness, there's a lot of warmth, there's a lot of gooiness. There's almost like when the two of you are together, or this person anticipates, now however it is, okay, I'm just going to talk about things that have probably happened to keep it easy, because when I try to put out way too many scenarios, it just doesn't make sense. That's what I feel. So you can just place it however your situation is. So I think that in this situation, this person feels like you guys are in a bubble whenever you're together, and there's a big question mark, like how is it going to be when it's out there practically? Because I understand that love and all is great, but there's this, need for friendship, there's this need for camaraderie, there's this need for companionship and solid, some sort of solidified, I feel like friendship is the right word, or just like a good relationship before and after love. Because when you face life together, love has to take a back seat. And I think that this person sees very, very good qualities in you that they think that would help them be with you. It's almost like scouting for a life partner, a person to mate. I don't think that this person is looking at you as someone that they're just interested in dating and passing away their time with. I think that this person, however they are, okay, I don't know what your person is like. I am only getting information about what their thought process is and how they're thinking like, okay? So it's very well up to you if you accept this information or not. But I think that if you energetically align with this reading, there's definitely something that wants to make itself known to you, right? So I think that this person is someone that is thinking about someone that they can really, really settle down with. It's almost like anticipation of things getting very, very serious with you later on, and how it would be if you were the mother or the father of their children. How good of a parent would you be? They're looking at how educated you are. This person is looking at how well-rounded you are. This person gets a very, very, very feminine home-like vibe to you. And even if you're a man, that's a very good trait to have. It means you're well, I mean, if you're a woman or man, it's almost like quote unquote domesticated. You're very, very home-like. You're a homebody, and they really like that. You're not very outgoing. There's something that I'm seeing specifically about maybe the type of crowd that they've been around with. They see a lot of people that dress in a little provocative manner. And I think that there's nothing wrong with it, but it's almost like they're differentiating the types of people in the same age group. Does that make sense? It's almost like there's this maturity, alluring elegance to you. I also feel like if you are someone that is somewhat a writer, artist, something, there's this novelty to you. This person sees how well educated you are. For some reason, this person is very attracted to the fact that you're a very educated person. And so far, I think that this person is thinking a lot about maybe if you're also thinking about these things. And I genuinely question if you are also thinking about these things, because there's an energetic exchange happening where the both of you are trying to solve a puzzle together. I don't know if you guys are together or if you're communicating with this person. There are certain things that are definitely like unsaid confessions, unsaid feelings, and almost like figuratively speaking, this is somewhat both of you really seeing how you fit well in each other's family. I think that on your person's end, it's a lot about the, what's that word, nuclear family idea. I'm picking up that this person is just thinking about the both of you and then the children, and it's not that they're skipping their parents or other people out of the picture. It's just about their own. I'm definitely feeling like you've awakened some sort of feelings in this person, and it's not to a degree to determine what really happens over here. I can't really talk about that, but I think that there's something that you're invoking in this person to think about their longevity, because there's a tiresome energy. Maybe this person is a little bit exhausted and they also are retiring from a specific lifestyle. It's almost like maybe this person had to really see what's out there to see what they already had, if that makes sense. I'm not sure how that fits, but this is the message that I am getting. I have a few pre-shuffled cards. So now I'm going to see how is this person viewing you. I'm going to take this card upright and this one upright as well. Okay. This one and this reversed. So we have sacrifice in reverse. What can you let go of? Damn. Cardi B, like a Cardi B accent. Damn. This is literally what I pick up. I'll tell you the other cards, but the first card is just screaming at me. I can't ignore the message. This is 28. Somebody's birthday could be 28. You could be the age of 28. You could be life path number 1 as well. So we have a sacrifice. This is what can you let go of. This person, I'm telling you, they see you as just not budging from your, this person knows that there is, you're like a queen, you're like a king, you're like very well defined in your boundaries, and this person sees you as someone that will not budge from what you require for yourself, and they understand the fact that you're just protecting yourself from whatever ways they have treated other people, let's put it that way. And that's why they bring me back to the key. It's almost like, do I want to open this door? Because this person is work, this person is business, this person is not like other people, and this person, if I enter here, this person is probably going to be my end all be all, because if I land such a gem, I'm not letting them go. So there's this definite appreciation, and I'm almost feeling compelled to say recognition of your rarity. Let's put it that way. This person understands that you are very rare. And the next card that we have is bully. Then we have key, flashover, it's all in your head, and then we have joy over here. I think that this person may also perceive this to be somewhat unrequited. That doesn't mean that they completely feel like this is not there, unless you don't have history. If you have history, this person understands that there is something reignited within them, and this person feels like there's almost this fixation on you, that this is the person that I want. And I think if this is a man, or if they're in their masculine energy, gender non-specific, they're feeling like they want to get ready, geared up to pursue you. It's almost like this person is someone that's pretty competitive, in the sense that they're not scared of competition, but this person is like very goal oriented, in the sense like, if they want you, they just want you. And it's kind of like a little bit of a game. I'm not saying that being with you and all sorts of things like that is a game, but how do I put it? It's just like, this person is probably very ambitious. They have very strong Martian energy. And I think that adds to their personality, being very competitive and being like, I am not at all, stepping down. It's almost like this person doesn't shy away from a challenge. Yeah, I think that's the better word to put it, like that. Like, game just makes it a very lousy interpretation, but I think that they don't shy away from a challenge. They're pretty I'm not saying that it doesn't mean that they're not scared of whatever I just spoke about and they don't have fears, but it's almost like this person has a very competitive energy. Like, I'm also seeing the bull, so this could be Taurus energy. There's like stubbornness, this person keeps a little bit of stubbornness, like a lot of stubbornness. Okay, Spirit's telling me a lot of stubbornness. Like, if they don't want you, you'll never hear from them. It's like pinned up silence. But if they want you, this person is going to do everything to woo you. They could also have strong Scorpio, which is a lot like either I'm in or out. And if this person is inclining towards being in, I think that this person is pretty close to opening that door with you, because this person mainly is seeing things for the first time in a really long time from their heart chakra. They're feeling things out, and this seems like someone that you've probably had a connection with before or some history with. And if not, it seems like if it's someone that you've just like had, love at first sight or things of that sort. I would say that when you have that kind of strong attraction to someone the first time you meet them, it's probably a past life connection, and that's how they're probably feeling about this, because it's almost like I can't really put my finger on what is happening to me. And I mean, that's your person's energy. I can clearly see this is someone that maybe also realizing that they're quite deep in love with you, or they have very strong feelings for you, that they're considering all of that. I don't think that this is almost like this person met you and now they're making arrangements to lock you down because you seem like a very suitable person to mate with. I would say that this is almost like someone that has very strong feelings of fondness. Again, I keep hearing the word delightful. Delightful is almost like when I see you, I just feel very happy and I feel nice, and I feel like we fit together, and that's probably the key and the lock gesture that's taking place over here. This person wants to move forward with you. I'm contemplating my next move towards you. I'm hearing from spirit that this person is pretty close. For anything to be concrete, I think it's a better sign to know that it's coming in slowly and gradually rather than a very fast-paced relationship that burns over time, right? A slow burn is, I think, safer, in my opinion. And I think that they're giving me the timeline of either 6 to 8 weeks or 6 to 8 months. I think that maybe this person needs a good amount of time to clear out whatever they're supposed to go through to further become the man or the woman that you require. And I think that this kind of choosing love and actually making it concrete in your reality is not relatively for the faint of heart. You have to be really rooted and connected with yourself to understand what's going on and if the connection at hand is worth it or not. And I think that if you, like, this is a pro tip, if you are super absorbed with this person, despite I understand the fact that there's a draw, there's a pull, you probably can't stop thinking about them, and I hear that's similar, but you have to keep reminding yourself, even if it's 24 hours a day or 2 times a day or every day, you have to reset, you have to ground yourself, you have to go to a park or somewhere, you have to sit with yourself, and you have to either it's meditate. Now see, I'm not saying that that is what you need or you should do. I think you should figure out what you need to do to keep realigning your priorities, because you are the prize. And I think often maybe being single for a long time and being deprived of a healthy relationship can make us feel like this is it, I really want it. But I think it takes away from you living in the moment, and I really mean living in the moment for yourself, not making this person the center of attention. I think that the work that you have done is very good, and there's a good amount of healthy detachment. And for you to keep progressing in your life, you have to remain focused on you being the prize, right? So you have to keep realigning this. I'm not saying that don't get carried away, fantasize. God damn, you want to fantasize, because that is a part of manifestation over here. Feel good things about this person, but don't forget to live your life with and without them, in a sense. Okay, this person should always just be an addition, and if you find yourself craving for them from time to time, just purge it. Just listen to yourself, lend yourself a shoulder to cry upon, and see what your own body and your inner child or whatsoever your nervous system is trying to convey to you. Because I think that whatever space is between the both of you is definitely for a very, very good reason. This connection may be something that is very, very consuming and you don't want to exactly quote unquote lose yourself in another person. A healthy relationship can, well, it constitutes of two individuals, um not people that so and so complete each other. I can understand how yin and yang works, definitely man and woman made in pairs, but I think that your happiness, especially if you're a woman, lies very, very much so in your own hand. And if you start feeling needy, it will take away from you feeling like the prize, and ultimately putting you out of your masculine, out of your feminine energy, and putting you in your masculine energy. So you have to keep doing whatever you're doing with and without the possibility of having this person. That is probably what you're dealing with right now, and that's the simplest way I can explain this to you, right? But I think you're doing a very good job so far, and I think this was just a little bit of a reminder of what you need to do. I think you are very well aware of what you need to do to be in this progressional state of perhaps self-love, or I really feel authenticity, because I think that your level of standards are not superficial in terms of dating. They're just very accustomed to you. You know what you want at this point, and that is the reason why this person is up leveling, because there's authority, there's assertiveness in you. It's not demanding, it's not emotional, and not that emotional is being it's a wrong state of being. I'm just saying that when you beg, when you plead too much, when you explain yourself too much, it's kind of like a waste of energy for a person who might or might not be able to give that to you. It's not about the fact that they want to or don't want to. A lot of times people don't give it because they don't have that to give. And that is a waste of emotions in my perspective. If you are strong enough what you want, you will be willing to recognize that rather quickly than when you are leading with just your emotions. And that is where, for specifically a woman, or just more in your feminine energy, accessing your intuition is very important to see how you need to, well, move through the booby traps or the mines, you know. That is very important. So I'm going to open a few cards to see how they're viewing you furthermore at this point and how they're feeling about you, right? There's something about the way you look. Specifically, the personality is top notch, like class apart. They think, I really feel like you're a woman, and if you're a man, please feel free to just exchange it. But they feel like they're maybe on this ladder to success, and this person maybe enjoys, I'm hearing world-class lifestyle. This person wants to probably, they have dreams of shifting from their hometown, not to uproot themselves, but to just experience taste, class, luxury. Maybe this person is someone that has very strong Venus. I picked up on Taurus. They like to have the finer things in life. And I think that this person is someone that thinks that you have that natural born elegance to you. I keep feeling like they feel like there's no vulgarity to you. You're very, very fine. And they feel like a person like you, they don't have to do anything to tailor make you into what they want. It's almost like they feel a little bit like made for each other. They almost don't see themselves like that, but they see you as someone that's fine made. They think that you come from a wealthy background, or there's something like, I'm hearing, old money. It doesn't have to be that way, but it just means that you have fun. You're a very well-kept person, like a treasure is what I'm picking up. So maybe they think that you're very pampered by your family, you're very well-kept. They think that you also have people or relationships or sisters, siblings, girlfriends, friends that really adore you. There's something very, very feminine-like over here, which I dig. Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Also deluding. Seven of Cups. Temperance, Sagittarius, the World, King of Swords in reverse, Moon, Cancer, Two of Wands, Three of Wands just fell out. What is this, bird? I'm picking up from Temperance that maybe this person is someone that you have had a couple of drinks with, or this person is into drinking a lot and they recognize that they need to step out of it because it enables a lower vibrational behavior within them. This could signify substance, but I really just feel like there's proper emphasis on alcohol. It brings out a little bit of, I'm hearing a pathetic behavior in them. So this person kind of maybe recognizes this. I know it's about how they view you, but I am not going to ignore anything that comes through, right? I think that this person sees that it brings out a very low vibrational state within them, and that's something they want to conclude. And I think that this person is very, very closed off right now with the King of Swords in reverse, very critical and judgmental of themselves. Spirit, this is almost all about this person. Well, I think with the Seven of Cups, there's a good amount of daydreaming. I think this person probably walks a lot, or they're pretty tiresome, so they don't really have many late night thoughts. I think they just doze off. But I think this person is planning something for the future that they're not telling you, and it's very much possible that they're very scared of your rejection over here because they see you as someone that's very strong, and they're almost wondering if, I don't think it's about money, job, and things like that. I think it's really about, am I good enough for them? Am I classy enough, or am I tasteful enough for this person? They have put you on a pedestal, but I think that there's maybe a reason why they're seeing you like this. There's something that maybe you have grown into this really positive, empowered individual, man or a woman. There's something like, it speaks of class. It speaks of something that, you know how they say that money can't buy class? That's how they see you. The certain kind of things that you do have really talk about that. It's in the kind of maybe profession you're in, the way you talk, how educated you. Oh my god, this person is so attracted to your intelligence. I can't emphasize enough. There's something very strong about drinking with the Temperance over here. This person recognizes something that needs to change within them. In terms of how they're viewing you, I think I'm picking up on strong Sagittarius, right? This person sees you as a very independent person, someone that they would probably like to travel with, again, see the world with. You fit in some of their plans. You fit seamlessly in those plans. And there's this romanticism. Like, I feel like, I'm not implying that you would want that, but how they picture you as someone that they would probably build a, beautiful house for and just put you in and take care of everything. This is a very strong masculine provider energy. However, there's this Knight of Cups in reverse is a little bit unsettling. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna take this card in reverse. Phenomenon. This is about seeing life deeply and understanding it through your own lens. And I think that their own insecurities are camouflaging the way that they see you and their approach towards you. I think that the non-action, the confusion is not at all lack of interest or feeling like this isn't what I want. This is almost like, is that what they would want? And I think that the healthy detachment is solving over here. I'm hearing from Spirit that you don't want to give away too much to this person too soon. You want to gradually see the kind of actions that they take when and if they do, and when this does come to be. In your reality, I think that you want to remember one thing about this specific person is that don't give away too much. This is someone that likes to stay a little bit on their tiptoes. And I am not at all suggesting mind games or something like that. It's honestly a little bit of psychology that's being applied over here. It's completely up to you if you want to take it. It's not at all in a manipulative manner. I think it's just to protect your own heart and your own interests, because you are someone that is pretty feminine. And you need to test if the other person not put them through hurdles, but you really need to be vigilant about who you're giving your energy to, because your femininity can be preserved and become more expansive when it's with the right masculine energy that can protect you and take care of you, and is very, very trustworthy for you to further bloom. That's what is important. For you to figure out right kind of healthy masculinity is important for your own soul expansion. Otherwise, it's kind of like moving backwards in life. Okay. It's almost like, don't crack the egg, wait for it to hatch. Okay, I'm going to pull out a few cards from my self-curated oracle deck to conclude this reading, see what this person would like to say to you. I also have one last card left, and this will be in the reverse. So we have find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take the first step. Do not cave in. Let it be. Distract yourself, find something else to do. Do not message this person and reach out. Let them pursue you. It will set the tone, because I am only saying these things because I really, really feel that most of the people that are going to pick this pile are going to be in the feminine energy, or could be possibly women, gender specific. And I think that you have reached a point where you want to be pursued, so let that be the state. Let the person take the initiative over here. And this is not some feminist hoo-ha that I'm trying to throw out there. I feel like this will help you preserve your feminine energy, because you don't want to be the one that's leading the relationship. You want them to be strong enough to lead it, and for that you will have to remind yourself of your own authority, your strength, and the throne that you have built. Do not get off that. That's how you will bring healthy masculinity in your own life. 42 is twice over here. There was another card that had 42, right? These are my self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. You can email me. I wish we could go back to how things used to be. So I don't know what is the mess up over here. It could also just be like a remnants of how easy life used to be before, with or without you. That really depends on your situation. I was in denial about wanting more with you. If you could see yourself the way I see you, a little bit of ideation, nothing too painful. I think that you are a little bit ahead of this person in terms of energetic transmissions. And that's a good thing, because feminine energy does lead spiritually, and that's why I'm telling you to remain in your receptive energy. Be open. Don't crib, don't compare, don't taunt. Just observe and see how it is. Don't see this person's treatment towards you as a reflection of your worth, first of all. Okay, I love all the moments we spent together. Okay, so pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the Prehnite Palm Stone along with the Modern Witch Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So I am going to pull out a few cards about how this person is viewing you. There's something that Spirit wants to let you know about their perception and how attractive they find you. I feel like this person is very, very fond of your hair, your dressing style. There's something that I'm seeing about the torso or the waist, something about the lower belly. I don't know if you have a little bit of pouch, and that is completely normal, because that is literally your uterus. If you're a woman, it's, being protected, and that fat is necessary over there. Maybe you're someone that's a little bit insecure about that. And if you're a man, there's specific emphasis on the torso area. There's a lot of sexual energy. I think that you've been intimate with this person, possibly. This person knows how to convey most of their feelings through passion. There's a strong sacral chakra energy, but I see the heart chakra opening up. Three of Cups. This could have had some sort of third party influence. Three of Cups is not always like that. It really depends on the reader, and that's what I am picking up. The Empress, Taurus energy. Two of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing it baffles me how you could just quit and leave. The Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is someone that's a little bit delusional, or this is someone that doesn't understand their fault in this situation. I think that this person has done something to hurt you. Their behavior could have been directly impacted you, and the way that you view this situation. I think this person is someone that did whatever they did, because I'm not picking up on cheating or something like that. I think this person just was stupid. I just see an immature energy, or I pick up that energy. And I think that this is someone that acts impulsively, is emotionally driven. You know, when you have trauma and not so and so, you're very, very emotional, or, well, immature. Of course, your trauma stunts your emotional growth, but you make very emotionally driven decisions, or you're impulsive because you don't know how to emotionally regulate. So in the moment, you'll go for more temporary gratification, ease, than thinking about the long-term consequences of certain actions that are taken, right? I think that whatever this person has done while you're manifesting them back, I would say that this person doesn't recognize their mistake to the full extent. I think that there's no acceptance. I can't sugarcoat it. There's no acceptance. There's almost like guilt at the back of their head, but they don't want to accept it. I also feel like I said that, this person is a little bit deluded. It's because this person expects that you'll still come back. May or may not be true, but I think that you're somewhat of desperation to have this person around because you're attached. Your attachment style is triggered. This may or may not be true, but this person is not someone that you're so in love with. I'm not denying your connection. I don't know what you have with them, but I think a part of it can also be true that your attachment style is triggered and this person is just a very massive pattern in your life. And I'm not saying that you're purposely doing this or you try to hurt yourself. You're just someone that struggles with also releasing your trauma, and that's a part of their process. That's completely okay. But the question at hand, how they're feeling. This is nonchalant energy. I feel a little bit, angry on your behalf, pile number 4, if you allow me to narrate the story in that manner. That it's, because I can pick up that this person has done something to hurt you. It's pretty disrespectful what they've done. And I think that they understand who they're compromising with the Empress energy. They see you as someone that's, see, I spoke about the hair. Look at the beautiful hair like she's got with a crown. They see you as someone that's very intelligent, but someone still nevertheless struggles with their own what would you call it, spirit, your own worth, and they kind of prey upon it. It's because maybe they've seen that you don't completely understand it, or you have weaknesses, and this person sees that and has understood that. And I think this is someone that's pretty non-committal. I think this is someone that takes you a little bit lightly. They don't take you that seriously, because the Nine of Pentacles, again, cards change according to the cards that they're accompanied by. And over here, the energy, specifically with the Two of Wands and the opening card, Three of Cups, it completely changes the whole scenario over here. I think this person is someone that avoids your messages, doesn't really reply on time. They're very shitty in terms of bare minimum. And I think with the Nine of Pentacles is almost this recognition that, oh, I'll just take care of my own garden and they'll come later on and help me tend to my garden. There's less to none consideration of how you're feeling about this. And there's a heavy emphasis on Saturn that's coming through. So I think that this person is being pressed by their guilt conscious to recognize. I feel like there's, this, because this deck, it's not for any reason or coincidence that you pick this deck, and the imagery in this deck is with the phone, and this being in reverse is almost like this person just doesn't want to pick up the phone and apologize to you or make things right with you, and that is their duty, responsibility to do that, despite you being close to them or not. They should hold themselves accountable for what they have done to other people and has hurt somebody else, and I think that you were pretty close to them. It's not that I'm saying that you don't matter. I'm just saying that someone can feel so much love for you and still disrespect you. It's almost like self-hatred being projected out. This person can only give you the love that they feel for themselves, and they might feel more love for you. But in terms of mannerisms, treatment, behavior, and the treatment that you deserve, it's pretty shitty, because if they can't give that to themselves, how will they give that to you? That's just basic what it is, right? So I have a few pre-shuffle cards. I'm going to take this one in reverse. We have our unlimited possibilities. So this is about, well, this card really talks about when you see different paths to take, or possibilities, and almost like where there's a will, there's a way. There's somewhat like, well, there's somewhat lack of acceptance. There's somewhat like a little bit of lousiness on there, and I feel like all of this lousiness comes from the fact that maybe you have chased this person way too many times, so they just feel like you'll chase them. And I think if it's not consciously done, you just feel like you need them, and that's what is resulting in this. And I feel like it can make you feel like, how dare they just know that I am willing to chase them. It's almost like you like to put a front. Pile number 4 may or may not be true, but I feel like you like to put a front that you're above this, but I think there's an inner child within you which is still willing to abandon him or herself for another person. And I am not at all criticizing you for it. I think just stating it is very important, that this person is enabled because of your behavior. And instead of criticizing yourself or the situation or me, I think you should see on how you can work on it so that nobody ever takes you for granted like that, because you deserve way more. And I think that the only fault over here is a little bit of limitation on your end, that you just are not able to see that. And I wish you all the strength and clarity in life that you're able to see what you deserve. But even I've been through a situation like this, and it takes a lot of perseverance to learn your own worth, because it's peeling back so many layers of trauma. And sometimes you need a person like this to slap you in the face. That's literally how I learned it. Some things I just learned the hard way. I'm just gonna put it out there, okay? Life is not always fairy tales and a bed of roses over here. So don't judge yourself for whatever I do state moving forward as well. I'm gonna take this card in, which one? This one in reverse. We have number 8, everything is perfect balance. So this person is themselves out of balance while you're trying to think of them, manifest them, wanting them to call you, thinking, watching readings, when will they reach out? I'm going to take this upright. We have Ubuntu, compassion for others. Well, again, this is, I would say, dealing with Daddy Saturn. Saturn is pressing this person, and it's almost like there's a little bit of pressure, there's a little bit of nudge from spirit guides. Apologize. Then there's a push, apologize, and then there's like Saturn comes in and pushes you and throws away and takes away things in your life that you're using to distract yourself from fulfilling your karma, which is making things right with you. This person will come back and apologize to you, whether it's 4 weeks from now, 2 months from now, 8 months from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now. This person will have to come and balance the scale with you. This is a part of your contract. This person has to learn humility. This person has to learn accountability, and that will happen through you. And probably a part of your process is that you have to learn. I'm going to take this one. This is a message from your ancestors. This is focus on positives. You know there are many. So, in conclusivity with this situation, there's not that I feel like you're not doing anything to learn your worth. This is a process. You can't be short-tempered with yourself. You can't criticize your inner child and be like, why is it that you behave like this? This is a process and you can't see it separated from yourself. There's a part of you that is mature, that's emotionally growing. There's a part of you that's stunted, and both of them need to be hand in hand when you move together in life with yourself. Do you see? You can't separate those aspects within yourself. There's literally a pathway over here with the ocean on this side. It really talks about building yourself through the emotional turbulence, roller coasters. If you wouldn't have any ups and downs, you would not recognize your strengths. And it's almost like when we go in the darkness, we're only able to find our lightness there, our light in there. So over here, you may be struggling with this person not being around, thinking that they're the oxygen that you need to be happy. But I think that with or without this person, you're pretty anxious. And I don't think you should feel shame for it or feel like somebody else is better than you just because they have overcome that part of their life. This is the process. Someday you're also going to look at somebody who is doing better or worse than you. It's not a race, it's not a competition. It's just you versus you, and you have to focus on that. Because this person, oh my god, they're pretty annoying, okay? Their energy is very, very I just feel, annoyed because of the fact that the way that they're so attitudey, about their poor behavior. It's like they take pride. This is immaturity, right? This is like they take pride in the fact that they mistreat other people, or they have a roster of people around, or they have, these kinds of people around, or people want to be with them. And, on top of that, it just baffles me how this person thinks that with the Knight of Pentacles they can still have you back later on whenever they feel like picking it up. And it's almost like this person thinks that you're just going to be a little bit angry, you're going to say a few things to them, you're going to make them cry or do things like that, but then it's going to be normal. And they always expect you, it's almost like this person expects you to be their mommy. Like, pile number 4, you got enough of your own issues to deal with in reparenting than to take up this person. And I know that you're not purposely doing it, but I've really got to rub it in your face that you're not this person's mommy. A part of us, when we pick people that we want to fix, is because it makes us feel good about ourselves, because we find it difficult to fix ourselves. We feel like we're doing something good, and it's almost like, I don't know, it's a backhanded way of feeling like we're pouring love into ourselves, like we're pouring love into somebody else, and then they'll do that for us. But instead, some people that are quite handicapped in that emotional area, like I think that your person is, they have their own journey. It's not that they won't grow, but there's no certainty that it's going to be with you being around, or there's going to be just, a switch that needs to be flipped, and this person will just mature. There's a process. It's completely up to you if you want to be around for that or not. But over here, I think that this person treats you pretty shitty, and I think that instead of trying to fix them and teach them how to treat you, I think you should teach yourself how you should be treated. That is way, way, way more important. And it grants you with the efficiency in your own life, because when you are investing energy in yourself, you know that something good is going to come out of it sooner or later, definitely, most guaranteed. But when you're putting all that love in this person and trying to counsel them, trying to teach them, trying to scold them, trying to give them the silent treatment, trying to say mean things to them, give them a taste of their own medicine, so all the energy is going down the drain, because there's no promise that all of your negative reinforcement is going to result in them changing. I don't think that's how things work, right? And And I'm able to feel you because I've been through this, and I think it's a very shitty place to be in, but I wouldn't be half of what I am today if I hadn't been through that. And trust me, you're probably deep into it and you probably just cast me for this, but you will actually be thankful for it later on, because this is something that every person must learn. This is something that every teenager or young adult must learn, as to how to know what their wants and needs are. And this process builds so much strength in us that moving on later on, when you become an adult or you just grow older, you have this strength and self-assurance that you're not what I want, and I can see that your potential is just imagined, and I don't think you will be able to deliver, and you walk off. I'm not saying it's with just ultimate ease, but your standards are way more secured and embedded in you than your need to crib, complain, belittle, or change through negative reinforcement. I think that this person really pushes your buttons, and it brings out a side within you that is also very aggressive over here. I'm gonna take this card in the reverse. So we have the shadow attribute of the exorcist, fear of facing your own demons. Oh, this is what both of you do. You run away from yourself into this person, they run away from you into other things, people, place, thing, whatever it is. And I think that this person is being heavily pressed. They're strong Pisces, Leo, fourth house Pluto with Leo. So this is Leo. Somebody could be a Leo cusp as well. There's a lot of Martian energy coming through, which is almost like Saturn pressing for expansion between both of you on both of your heads. This is like, must be a difficult process for you. But this is, I feel like it's almost like I keep hearing that song, Pick Up the Phone, Baby. I Know You're Home, Baby. I forgot who it was by. ASAP? Maybe. I don't know. It used to be my jam. It's almost like this person is being pressed to pick up the phone and apologize, send a message, something like that. This person is not very expressive. It's all about lack of accountability that they're feeling right now. And I think that you're also going through a range of emotions where you're like, I want to talk to them, I'll forgive them, I love them so much. And then you're like, to the heck with you, you should be apologizing to me, I'm way more better than you are. And these are two opposite tangents within you, which is representative of the inner child and then the emotionally growing person within you, respectively. Do you see that? So that's what I'm mainly picking up over here. I'm going to take this one upright. We have the fire, so this is Leo Sagittarius. This is about masculine properties of strength. It's almost like this person is being pushed inside. They are aware of this. When I say that this person is being pushed, or daddy Saturn and things like that, yada yada yada, these are all their own. This is like when we talk about spiritual guides, they're a part of our, or they're almost just like our higher self, our future self. This is all a part of their own consciousness. This person is aware of these things, that their guilt is pushing them. Okay, when I say that spirits are helping this person, it means that their own consciousness, their own higher self, their own intuition is pressing them to be like, yo, you gotta apologize, you have to do this, it's the right thing to do. I also feel like with the fire, this can indicate some sort of a, maybe if it's been a while, there's been a separation, this person is reigniting their flame for you, or this person is trying to bring resilience through what they have. It's almost like shame and how do you say it? Shame, and finding the way to forgive themselves, to face themselves and forgive themselves for whatever they've done. And I really think that mainly it's about, I don't think that they have embarked on that journey of facing those demons of what they've done, because I feel like denial is a part of it. But I think that fire can talk about this soulmatey twin flamey connection that they feel. I picked up on the word twin flame very strongly. But I don't suggest that you remain too attached to the labels, because they tend to idealize a specific relationship rather than seeing it as also a 3D experience, you know. So if you are someone that's too emphasizing too much on the soulmate twin flame journey, this is going to be my end all be all, this is very important for me, I would really advise you, from someone that's also been there, just remove the labels. It would be the best thing you'll do, because it will bring that person and that connection back on a level playing field, which will be easier for you to determine, is this right for me or not at any given point. Because at the end of the day, even if that's your soulmate or a twin flame, that's a goddamn human being. You don't have to think that they're greater than everybody else, okay? What else, Spirit? What would they like to say to you is what I'm gonna pick up, okay? So we have the Lovers, of course, Gemini. I'm picking up on Taurus, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. This person is pissing me off. Four of Wands in reverse. I see the Eight of Cups. I feel like this is going to be in reverse though. Nine of Pentacles yet again, Nine of Cups. The selfishness, oh my god. This is why I'm getting a little pissed off for you, of course. Because this is just relentless ignorance to almost what has caused this. This person is just like, you know, this person is weak in the sense they don't want to face what has caused this situation. It takes a very strong individual to hold themselves accountable for the shit that they're stored around, okay? And this person is not that strong. They do understand the connection. This is the only lover, the only major arcana with the Lovers, and there's a Ten of Pentacles peeking through with the Nine of Pentacles, and underneath there was Nine of Cups, which really talks about how they feel like you can make them happy, but it's not about, oh, how does pile number 4 want me to be? There's almost like this selfishness, like it's about me. There's no we. It's just not about me in life. That's not how things work. Whether it's your romantic or platonic relationships, you have to consider other people if you want people to be around. It's just plain as it is. I think social media instills too much of self-love and cutting people off and ghosting them for your mental peace or just avoidance in terms of positive mindset. But that's, you know, there's always a bin and a boon in life. And I think that being irresponsible of how it hurts other people is not self-care. And maybe if this person has ghosted you in terms of just feeling like, I don't want to deal with this person because they're too aggressive, they're nagging, they don't listen to me, they don't appreciate me, it's because you must have done something to make another person feel so aggressive about your behavior. And especially if that person is close to you, or you claim to love them. And you know, it's just, what's so annoying is their stubbornness, the audacity to convince themselves that this is, you know, I should have been loved, I should have been taken care of, I should have been respected. And so, like, I feel like, yeah, definitely respect is, I stepped overboard. Like, respect should definitely be there, but it's almost like there's this way of maybe communicating that I feel like you're just beating this person up, because somewhere maybe you're angry, you're not able to let them go, and that is an aggression. I understand as well. You feel helpless, and I think that they know deep down that they're pretty pathetic to be around with. This is just a pattern, or they kind of keep doing stupid things to gain validation from you or here and there. They're pretty insecure about certain things, and I think the Two of Swords is just literally about the fact that, you know, they just won't pick up the phone and apologize, and they they're too fearful to contact you. And with the Nine of Swords, it's just like they know that they kind of ruined it and how they've contributed to the situation, but they're just still waiting for you so that, you know, they still have that upper hand. It's almost like ego, pride, and ego pride is not what we make of it to be, like in movies or novels or something like that. Ego and pride is a very weak trait somewhere where we just don't feel like we can accept it, because if once this person thinks that they apologize now, you will really, really belittle them. And they may have a reason for that. I'm not saying that they're completely wrong as well. Maybe you are someone that tends to be really aggressive and hot-headed because of whatever has happened. And I know that there are XYZ reasons to this situation, is how they play out. I know that there's something that the both of you would like to say about the situation. Nevertheless, I think that the facts are this person thinks that if they do apologize, they would be under your thumb. Okay? So I'm going to pull out my self-curated oracle deck. If you wish to book a personal reading or get messages from this, information is given down below. So what do we have? I should say it more often. I love you. I am really hurting. I need time to heal myself. With you, I would do it all over and over again. I have clarity about us. I see who you are to me. I'm hearing intimacy. 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 It's like it takes intimacy and vulnerability to accept you're wrong and what you need from that person and what they need from you. There could also be a fear of getting too close, and that's why they keep sabotaging this. Nobody could take your place. I admire you for who you are. I'm learning to love myself better. I'm doing things that make me happier. So this person is learning how to love themselves. I regret pushing your way. I don't intend to self-sabotage. Feel safer in silence. So this is a subconscious pattern. Pile number 4 in your person, that they just create ruckus when things are going good between the both of you. Despite the challenges, they still want you. I'm currently very unsure about how to make this better. I'm very sorry. Oh, it says I'm sorry, but I said I'm very sorry for the way I treated you in the past. You didn't deserve it. So, pile number 4, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. The information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye.